And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. Today, the finale of this three-game weekend set. It's the Mountaineers and the Wildcats. Well, Singy, as we come into this one, it's all about the sweep.
Yeah, and anytime there's a chance for the Brooms to come out, the pressure is definitely on. We'll see if they can find a way to salvage at least one in this series.
First pitch coming your way next. Just about ready to roll. And towing the slab here, Nate Harris. What do you have on him?
Well, he's putting together a really nice season on the mound. ERA in the low threes. Very respectable when you consider guys are looking to do damage. They're not trying to just walk and hit singles. They're trying to hit homers and draw walks and score runs. So when you have a guy that can limit the other team from scoring more than a few runs, that's really tough to beat game in and game out.
Makes the grab, one away. Okay, let's check out the lineup. 1 point of concern hitting in that 2-hole, Kyle West.
Yeah, and Boog, sometimes all you need when you're slumping like this is just a little bit of confidence. You need a little bit of luck. One at bat where you hit the ball hard, maybe it's caught, no big deal. Or maybe you get a bleeder, it gets you a hit. You just need to feel good about the at bat, and that's when things start to turn a little bit. We'll see if he can do that in this one.
2 balls,
Harris.
1 strike.
He isn't really known as a starting pitcher that's going to get you deep into the start. It's not that he's not capable, he just hasn't proven that he can do it.
3-1.
That one hammered center field. Going back on this one. Hauls it in on the warning track.
He's got such great stuff. You just don't know from start to start whether it's a potential no-hitter or it's a guy that's only going to give you 3 or 4 innings.
And now here is Sam White. 2 outs, base is empty.
But for the most part, with that kind of stuff, you expect him to get to the middle of the ball game.
A little bit high. Yeah, that's ball 2.
2-1.
What does he need to do in order to get deeper into the game?
Well, I'd say it's command of the secondary pitches, because when you're talking about turning over the order a second and third time and hitters are getting looks, you've got to be able to put a wrinkle on something, change speeds, and locate it enough so that they offer at it. Ultimately, you want them to swing and chase a pitch that teases the zone and ends outside the zone. But so far, he hasn't been able to do that consistently.
Swing, and that's ripped towards right center. Into the glove, and that'll do it. No score as we head to the bottom of the first. Back here with my pal Singy. Today's starting pitcher, Gavin Van Hecken. Tell us about him in that sub-3 ERA, Singy.
Well, anytime you can keep your ERA under 3, you're doing a lot of things right, and you're putting your team in a position to win a lot of ball games as well. And he's doing tremendous out there on the mound. Every time he gets the ball, you expect him to go out there and dominate, and that's what he's been to this point. We'll see how he is today.
Got him. Steps on first for the out. Take a look at the lineup. A guy who's been huge for them over the last month plus, Patrick Herrera.
Well, he's an important part of this lineup for sure. I mean, there's no doubt about it, Boog. It's somebody that they try to feed off of. He does a lot of things, very well up there at the plate. He's got a presence about him, and he's a guy that you really kind of like to watch swing the bat.
On the ground, right side. Tosses to first. And here this afternoon, 2 quickly away in the bottom of the first.
Good slider inside right there. Batter fighting to get there, just rolled over it, got the ground ball.
James McCoy will hit next.
Let's go, James.
And it stays fair.
Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
And now it's going to be number 12. Ground ball up the middle. Fires over to first. That ends the inning. Scoreless after 1. And we're back. And now the DH, number 0. 1-1 now.
That's a ball.
This hitter's looking for a
2 balls,
fastball,
1
but
strike.
I'm not sure he's going to get one. Pitcher doesn't have to challenge him. If he feels better about his off-speed secondary stuff, he can stay with it.
Off the mark there. And that's ball 3. Rusty Valentine doing the umpiring behind the dish for us. Maybe the best name in the league.
Yeah, that's a solid one, no doubt. I mean, who's better to ask than you? I kind of wonder if Rusty is his actual name or just a nickname.
Yeah, no clue.
Anyways, Rusty's got a good zone, very good on the corners of the plate, but he'll give pitchers a little bit above the letters and below the knees if they're earning it.
Fly ball, pretty well struck right field. That ball's carrying. Gone! That one felt good. It's 1-0.
He hasn't been at his best at the plate these last few games, so this could end up being an important home run for him. Maybe it's a sign of more to come.
That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Flushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
And here's the first baseman. And now 2 balls and a strike. 1 out, base is empty, and a run in here at the top of the 2nd. That one misses. 3-1 now.
Evidently not too impressed with that call, and it feels like he got squeezed on the outside corner, so he's making his case. You've got to be careful to pick your spots in terms of showing your frustration with the umpire, and he felt this was his time.
Ripped on the ground to second, to first, and there's 2 down. Now a chance for Gavin Kelly. 2 down, base is empty, but 1 run across here in the 3rd and final game of the series. Draws the walk there.
It's been a little bit of a shaky inning, but he's still in a good spot to get out of this thing without giving up any more runs. He's just got to turn the page and go after this next guy.
Now, Spencer Barnett. Comebacker to the mound. Tosses to first, and that is the inning. But they're off to a good start as they pick up a run on this solo shot. It's now 1-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. We head to the bottom of the 2nd. Here's the second baseman, Luke Lawrence. That's a laser base hit. So a man on base to start the inning. So digging in, Patrick Pereira. Here's a 1-1. And fouled off.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 1 gone here.
Well, Boog, it becomes pretty difficult as a teammate when a guy's struggling like this. You don't know if you want to go up and tell him to keep swinging it or if you want to give him his space, what exactly he needs. But right now, it's
goes to second for 1, and that's 2. 1 hit in the inning, but no one left. We played 2 full. The Mountaineers lead it 1-0. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well. Hard hit, left field, base hit. And that turns the lineup over. So up next, King. Moved to first, and he's back in safely. That one fouled off, 2-2. Runner on the go. Up the middle. Whips it to first. And one away in the top of the third.
Now batting, the left fielder.
Digging in, Kyle West. That's off the inside corner, and it's 2-1. One out and a runner at second. Now one miss.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
That one hammered left field. That's back. It's gone over the left field wall. And that should quiet this home crowd. And they add a couple more. It's 3-0.
Already playing with the lead, and now they're celebrating a home run. They're having a great time out there. Elevated fastballs, especially away, are like putting the ball on a tee. Hitters do a lot of cage work. They're comfortable hitting off the tees. He was comfortable right there hitting that ball opposite field for a home run.
Now it's the right fielder, Sam White. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. And that one hops the wall. He's in at second with a one-out double.
He was all over that one. I love the approach he had right there with that pitch. Not trying to do too much, but still looking to drive it, and that's exactly what he's able to do into the opposite field gap for the double.
Now it's the DH. Liner, and this could be trouble. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score.
This offense is on fire. 3 extra base hits in a row. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
One out, runner at second. Swain digs in now. Line drive out towards left field. That's a base hit. The throw in, and that forces the runner to hold on at third.
Now batting,
And now the first baseman. So Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game.
Ball two.
In the dirt. Ow! He got him. What a throw.
That'll drive your coaching staff nuts. First, you try to move up when it didn't roll that far away, but then trying to get back before they throw you out anyway, not going to go in your highlight reel.
Runner, he's
Runner
going.
on the move. Swing and a ball popped up. Herrera. And that is that. So they get 3 runs, 5 hits, no errors, and 1 left.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
And that one handled. The flip to the pitcher covering. 1 gone, bottom of the 3rd inning.
batting ninth.
Now the catcher up to hit, Rafael Pelletier. On a strike, the pitch. That one to first, and that chance handled. He steps down the bag, and 2 straight set down to begin the bottom of the 3rd.
Batter number 6.
Back to the top of the lineup, and down to shortstop, Tyler Bell. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. And that keeps the inning going.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
Van Heck throws to first, but it's wide of the bag and gets away. Now here is number 33.
2-1.
He's good.
You don't usually see teams try to claw back into games by being aggressive on the base pass like this, but it's still early in this one. This kind of tells me they're going to try to tackle this one run at a time instead of waiting back for a big 3-run homer.
Bounced, and that got the pitcher. Safe at first, and now we'll check on the right-hander. Hope he's all right. Catcher coming out to check on him. It looked like it got him on his back leg. So you'll wonder if that might be a problem for him in terms of pushing off the rubber.
Yeah, it's a great point, and we'll have to see how he looks. But to me, it appears he's moving pretty well. I think it's just going to sting for a while, but hopefully nothing more.
So now the DH spot, James McCoy. And he deals. Swing and a high fly ball in the air left field. And he makes the catch. And that is the third out of the inning. And we're back onto the fourth. And now the catcher comes up to him, Gavin Kelly. And that is out of play.
Well, he hasn't quite settled in out there. 4 runs in 3 innings. He's going to have some quick 1, 2, 3 innings to pitch deep into this ball game.
Caught him looking for the K.
Now batting, the second baseman.
Now it's the second baseman, Spencer Barnett. Hit hard on the ground and up the middle, base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
The batter, number 12.
Now it's the shortstop. Swing and a miss. And it's 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strike.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
2 outs. Swing and a miss, struck him out. That K is his 3rd of the game. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the 4th, here's the left fielder, number 12.
Let's go, Cole.
Out into left center for a line drive base hit.
Now batting, second baseman.
That ball was absolutely ripped. 111 off the bat. And I'm pretty sure it started to whistle after it left the bat.
I think I heard that too, Boog. And these are the moments we appreciate when we can look at StatCast and just see exactly what the data is. Always so much fun.
And that one handled. 1 at second. On the first double play.
For me, that's one of the toughest double plays to turn on the infield. The first baseman has to get inside, create a throwing lane to hit that middle infielder to start the double play, and then from there completing it back to first. Really good job all the way around.
2 down, bases empty. Patrick Pereira, the next to hit. That's to third. Slings it across, and he has thrown 4 shutout. Welcome back to the ballpark as we check out the current playoff picture.
West.
That one misses, and the count 2-1. Hard on the ground to first. And he takes it himself for the out. Sam White now at the plate. The 1-1 is fouled off. Line drive ripped down the left side towards the left field corner. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Now batting, number 0.
And next will be the cleanup hitter. Swing and a ground ball and foul ball. And he can't come up with it. Gets off a throw, and they get him. The misplay made it a bit messy, but they cleaned things up for the out. Now the third baseman, Chase Swain. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Boots it. And no shot to get him at first. There's 2 aboard. So 2 outs with runners on the corners. And here's the first baseman. Late that time, and it's strike
1
2.
and 2.
If he can get through this one, put up a 0, this will help
2 and 2.
in his outings to come.
And now the count is full.
3
And
balls.
another
2 strike.
power hitter lurking in the on-deck circle. And
Take
that'll
it back.
load the bases.
Well, the stage has been set for this offense, Boog. It's all about creating opportunities, and this is one of them right here.
So bases all loaded up. Kelly will hit next. Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Evan Byers into the game.
And he's been hit pretty hard at times this year, so he's looking for better. Right now, giving up more than a hit per inning.
3-2 now. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Swing and a miss, and that is that. So they load the bases, but leave them stranded. Home half of the 5th coming up. The Mountaineers on top here, 4-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And the batter now, Sean Montoya. Next
That's
one
a ball.
misses, and a count 2-1.
Well, these guys doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. One thing that really stands out to me is how they've only struck out 1 time. That's good discipline right there, and on top of it, they're producing more than a hit per inning.
Hansen.
Here's the center fielder, Carson Hansen.
All those numbers mean this offense is really making the defense work by just putting the ball into play. Anything can happen at that point.
Next offer in there for a strike. And the count 1-2. 1 out, bases empty. Next offering is down low.
2 balls. 2 strike.
And a foul ball, he stays alive.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through 1 more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
He goes down looking.
Well, he throws him with a great fastball right on the corner. It's kind of like bowling when you think the ball's going to get into the gutter and somehow it just hangs onto that edge and knocks down a pin. Well, he got the outside corner of the plate and got that called 3rd strike.
2 outs, bases empty. And
3
here's
and
the
2.
catcher, Rafael Pelletier. 2 down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. Warning track, wall, and you can touch them all, baseball man. He circles the bases, and they've got their first run. It's 4-1.
Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spit on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
So digging in, Tyler Bell. Got him looking. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. It's now 4-1. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far.
Spencer Barnett.
And it finds its way through for a hit. And a good start to the inning.
Multi-hit game for him now, and with the lack of results he's been having.
Runner on the go. On the ground to 3rd. And that's just foul. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Really tight bite on that slider and just couldn't get the barrel to it out front. You've got to try to pull those hands tight to the body to get it through. And I'm thinking he probably wanted that pitch to end up even more inside to keep it out of the danger zone. But it had enough late break and deception to get the job done.
1 strike.
And now King.
Breaking ball misses down and away.
Towards first, and that chance handled. To second, pulls him off the bag. First and second, 1 out. West getting ready to hit. In the air, left field, under it. They got it for out number 2. And now the right fielder, Sam White. And there's the ball. Barnett, the lead runner at second. King on at first with 2 down. And strike 2.
Okay.
Got him swinging.
I think the key is arm action on the changeup. When you can sell it like a fastball, you drop the velocity, you get the swing and miss, and you walk off the field.
Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, number 1.
He doesn't get a lot of strikeouts compared to other relievers, so he relies on getting that soft contact and the defense doing work behind him. They'll have to be on their toes with him on the bump.
Grounds 1 to short. And that's 1 out as they get the leadoff hitter in the 6th. Now at the plate, James McCoy.
The designated hitter, James McCoy.
1 down, base is empty. That one pushed to the left and foul.
MVP.
Now it's 3-2. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Number 36 getting ready to come in for manager Brian Snitker. Number 20, a right-hander, loosening up as well. Swinging a ball forward that was off the outside edge.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
Just
ball.
missed.
2-1.
High fly ball lifted in the air, right field. Hauls it in to end the inning. And we're back. Leading off, number 0.
The designated hitter, number 0.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Evan Byers done for the day, and that's an excellent job from the reliever in the starting role today. Scott Rouse on to pitch out of the pen here.
And as relievers go, he's not a big strikeout guy. He tries to force weak contact, so command and execution are huge for him.
And it finds its way through for a hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Pretty tough for the infielders to do anything with that one. He pulled it hard into the outfield, and even when you keep it on the ground, it feels great when you hit a missile like that.
And that's a base hit. And now runners at the corners, nobody out.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of this struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
That's in there. And the count 1-2. Swings through it for the K. He swung over top of the curveball.
I got to think that was the plan all the way. You set him up with a high fastball and then bury that curveball down low to get him swinging. Now, especially with how effective pitchers work up in the zone these days, that's a devastating combination.
Now it's going to be Gavin Kelly.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Ball.
Squirts away a little bit.
2-2.
The second
Got
is
him right
out.
there. He's out.
When you try to move up on a ball in the dirt, you've got to be sure that it gives you enough time to make it safely. Guess wrong, like we saw here, and you'll pay the price.
Runner at third, 2 away. And he grounds one to the right side. Lawrence on to first. That's out number 3. A new arm into the game, the righty, number 20.
And one thing on him, he's been really good this season at keeping the ball in the park. Not an easy guy to take deep.
Swings through that one.
1 and 2.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Patrick Pereira digs in now. Pereira having more success against left-handed pitching this season, as might be expected. That missed by a lot.
2 strikes.
And the count now even up.
No base hits in the series for him so far, and it's clearly been a rough one. You just hope he's not pressing too hard, because that just compounds things. It makes it slow.
Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there. On its way. Gone. His 11th of the year. It's 4-2. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I can feel that swing from the booth. It's like he's playing wiffle ball up there, and that's typically not the easiest way to hit a home run. The slight opposite field into the gap. Man, making it look easy, that's for sure.
Base is empty, 1 away. Now it's the right fielder, Sean Montoya. Out to center. King under it. Makes the grab, and there's 2 gone. And now the center fielder, Carson Hansen.
Carson Hansen.
There's a strike. 2 down, base is empty, but 1 run across here, the bottom of the 7th. Swing and a miss. Had him out front for the strikeout. But not before they answer back with a solo home run. It's now 4-2. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to begin the 8th. And here is Spencer Barnett. Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Left-hander out of the bullpen, number 43. He last pitched 2 days ago. Swings through that one for strike 2.
1
They
ball,
can live up
2
in the
strikes.
zone all game if hitters will chase it. That's just too much velocity. Hitters got to look down in the zone.
Breaking ball in there, got him looking. And there's 1 away. Here's the shortstop at the plate. Swing and a high fly ball down the right field line. He's there. He's got it. 2 down.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
2 down, base is empty.
Yeah.
King, the next to hit. 2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 8th. Hit hard on the ground is short. Zips it across, and the inning is over. Bottom of the 8th. Here's the catcher, Rafael Pelletier. Popped in the air, left field. West puts it away, and there's 1 away. And the batter will be the shortstop, Tyler Bell.
Shortstop, Tyler Bell.
1 down, base is empty. Ground ball up the middle, that's a base hit.
He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
Next is switch hitting first baseman. Strike two.
1 and 2.
With the tying run at the plate, here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Flares it into the outfield. Makes the grab for the second out.
They couldn't have asked for a better out. Makes a great play on the line drive, and they keep the runner at first. Just like that, they're almost out of the inning.
So now here's the DH, James McCoy. Tying run at the plate. Swing and a miss as he chases that one,
One
darting
ball,
out of
2
the
strikes.
zone. Throw to first. Bell dives back in safely.
Looking very settled on the mound here in the 8th. One more out, and they'll probably hand it off to their closer for the 9th with at least a 2-run lead.
The tying run at the plate. And he hits a ground ball right side. Throw pulls him off the bag, and he's safe.
Well, from the time you're a little leaguer, you're taught to hustle out of the box and give it a full sprint through the base regardless of how you hit it. And he didn't make great contact, but the effort was there, and he earns the base hit.
Manager. So they bring on their closer in the 8th, number 37.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves, late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
And now number 12. The 1-2. Next
2-2.
offering misses down and away.
All season long, he's racked up a number of saves, and sometimes the adrenaline doesn't get high enough until there's a runner or two on base.
2 on, 2 outs.
Hey!
Swinging for the K. The high heat, too much on that one.
A lot of adrenaline, we can see it right there, and sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
And we're back. We go to the 9th. Now the number 2 hitter, Kyle West. Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make new pitcher now, Leighton Harris.
And compared to a lot of other relievers, strikeouts have not been a big weapon for him this year, so the defense should be active.
Close the high heat past him. That's a strikeout.
Man, I really like the ability to bounce back right there after not getting a call he probably should have gotten. He didn't let it affect his focus, and he came back with another good pitch to get him swinging.
Comes up empty. That's
1 and
strike
2.
2. That one lined to the left field, and that's base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
And next is the designated hitter. And a foul ball. Stays alive. Up and in, 3 and 2.
3 balls.
And
2
that's
strikes.
awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Strike 3. Got him looking on the changeup.
This guy will throw any pitch at any count. 3-2. He goes off speed, gets the out.
So 2 down now, and here is Chase. Runner takes off. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. White, the runner at first with 2 gone. And that one handled. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 left. On now to the bottom of inning number 9. The Mountaineers with the lead, 4-2. We head to the bottom of the 9th. Here's the second baseman, Luke Lawrence.
Let's go, Lawrence.
That's in there. Now he's in a 1-2
1 ball.
hole.
2 strikes.
Now, Boog, this is a real tough place for visiting teams to come in and close out ball games for a win.
Ah, that hit him.
That hit
And
him.
the leadoff
First
man is
base.
aboard to start the inning. Next to hit, Patrick Pereira. With the tying run at the plate, and the home team trying to pull it out. The next
That's
pitch
a ball.
misses. 2-1.
2 balls. 1 strike.
move to first, and he's back safely.
I think you want to get a one-way lead, be very aggressive in the secondary. This hitter not a power guy, so you want to make sure that you can get some length on the secondary lead and perhaps score on a ball in the gap.
Two strike.
Sometimes being lucky is a swing and miss. If he makes contact with that pitch, probably hits into a double play.
Tying run at the plate. Runner takes off, popped up. White sizing this one up. Calls it in, and there's one away. He's 2 outs away. Montoya now at the plate.
Montoya.
Man at first, one away.
Let's go, base hit here.
And
2
it
and
is
1.
2 and 1. Runner on the go. Ball
No.
outside. Throw to
3 and 1.
second. Tag, and they got him.
Very questionable steal attempt right there. You're down by 2 runs. Tying runs at the plate. Your run is so important. You have to be smarter than that. They can't be playing around in this situation. Trust the guy at the plate with one swing to tie it up. That right there could be very costly.
Hey, you got this.
Line, and that's a base hit. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
But when you fall behind in the count, you've got to come into the zone, and then guys have a better chance of hitting the ball hard like you did right there.
So up next, Carson Hansen. Fouls one off. 2-2.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
This could end it. This one's driven deep, way back there, and it's gone. We are tied. His 14th of the year. It's 4-4.
This crowd is on fire right now. They're going nuts thanks to that home run. That's the exact definition of hitting the ball where it's pitched, taking that outside fastball and driving it the opposite way out of the ballpark. You want to bottle that type of approach.
Rafael Pelletier getting ready to hit. Trying to send this extra inning. Center field. King under this one. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And that will end the inning. But this clutch home run gets us even again. All even now at 4 apiece. It's Major League Baseball and it's on the show. We're in extras here, and here is number 9.
Leading off for West Virginia, the first baseman, number 9.
Tied at 4. In there, steps him down on strikes. That was pretty nasty.
No, just excellent location on that inside fastball. Really locked him up. And as a hitter, it's not typically what you're looking for. You're trying to protect away and then in, so you can be a little bit tardy with 2 strikes. Hard to tell if he was fooled or if he thought it would be called a ball, but either way, that's a really nice pitch.
Right side. And that quickly 2 away.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
Makes the grab, and that's the inning. On the mound now, number 36.
And this is his 55th game he's come in to pitch this season, so he's got some innings under his belt. He's been an important guy for them.
Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. Leadoff knock puts the winning run on base.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
And now the first baseman. Hit in the air, right field. White And there's one down.
Now batting, the designated hitter, James McCoy.
Next is the designated hitter, James McCoy. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. And that'll fall for a base hit. Ball back in a hurry, and the winning run now at second with only one away.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
2 on, 1 out.
Did he
Check
go?
Swing, appeal to first, and he won around. Just enough that time. Pickoff move to second.
No,
and
he's
back
safe.
in easily.
You know, Boog, if you're that base runner at second base, you want to be quiet out there. Not bouncing around, not distracting your teammate, the hitter. Make sure that he can clearly focus on that pitcher and that release point.
Up the middle, fired to second. Not in time.
No, he's in there. Safe.
It's a fielder's choice. Now it's the second baseman,
Now
Luke
batting,
Lawrence.
second baseman, Luke Lawrence.
Strike 2, and there's a real
1
chance
and
to
2.
get out of this without allowing a run. Left field. Brings it in, and that's the third out. The 11th inning set to get underway, and now the shortstop, number 12. Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this. So they turn things over to the righty, number 31.
Well, he struggled quite a bit, so this is another opportunity to get on the right track. He's given up more than one hit per
One
inning
ball,
pitch
2
so
strike.
far this season.
Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the third straight at bat.
And there's another strikeout, and those are just continuing to pile up. His confidence level has got to be dropping. He's got to find a way to make an adjustment, Boot, get back on track. His team needs him.
And now, King. Down the line, and it's foul. Base is empty, 1 away. Here in extra innings. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the first 2 batters he's faced in this one, getting straight to work. Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days. These aren't fun at bats if you're a hitter. I'm so glad I'm retired.
Fought off foul. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Brings it in, and that'll do it. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set for the bottom of the 11th. At the plate, Patrick Pereira. Fastball for a strike. In the air, right field. And there's one down.
The right fielder, number 2,
Sean Montoya digs in now. The 1-1. There's the strike.
1 and 2.
Here's a high chopper, and that chance handled. Throw to first in time.
now batting.
Here's the center fielder, Carson Hansen. And a big swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. And we're back. All set for the start of the inning. And now, Sam White. There comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. The left-hander on now, number 22.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
That one finds the corner. And that is strike 2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Fouls it off, still 1-2. On the ground, and it's just foul. That was close. Fights that one away, still 1-2.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
And a swing and a miss, even with a fastball.
I'm not sure that was the exact location the pitcher wanted, but it worked. He got the swing and miss, and I'm sure a bit of sigh of relief after seeing that one go through the zone.
And now the DH. On the ground to third. And it gets by him. Around first, digging for 2. Still manages to throw. He's in there.
The third baseman, number 24, Dave Swain.
Go ahead run on base. Swain the next to hit. Swing and a chopper out to short. Throws to first in time. That's the second out. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. And here's the first baseman. Hit hard on the ground to the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. A hit and an error in the inning, but they fail to score. 1 run can win this thing as we move ahead to the bottom of inning number 12. And we are tied 4-4. Bottom of the 12th inning now. And now the catcher comes up to him. Rafael Pelletier. The 2-1. That one is absolutely belted. Wow! Ball game! Another home! And they win it in this.
When you get to extra innings, it seems like every guy's trying to come up with the big swing to hit the homer and end the ball game. Well, he did it. Huge swing of the bat, and we're all headed home.
Close one here today, and your final 5-4. A 1-run extra inning.